Motherfucking age got a story to tell. My dead homie. Her and Zaisha. Don't took her. Y'all ass didn't listen to me. Both of them called me they brother. Both of them said they love me. But love blinds you from the people you love and what they tell you, gang. Don't took her, folks. For real. Like I knew the one agent who I'm talking about with Lil J, like, who can vouch that she already knew that shit wasn't no lie, gang. You feel me? China, Zaisha, Lil sis up behind it because she really believed that shit, shorty. She really believed what he had to tell her outside of what her brother was telling her, been telling her. And now they got AIDS, huh? How many people y'all think he came home and gave AIDS to?
Wait, did you say he has AIDS? I seen that online too, that there was a rumor that, or at least that he had an STD or something.
Gang. Brother. Gang. There's only one thing that you catching by freaking on man activity, gang. You see what I'm saying? When it's man-on-man activity, gang, HIV is involved, gang. You see what I'm saying? At least AIDS, gang. And you know what he did? He came home, gang, and tried to everybody. And he half all them hoes, gang. Come on, bro. What about everybody else that's hanging around, gang? Y'all gotta really think about who he is, gang. He's so big that he'll a bitch in your inner crowd, knowing that one of y'all that somebody gonna somebody else, and that's how y'all all get it. I'm telling y'all, shorty.
I mean, is that something that you hear about a lot in jail, like dudes having diseases like that?
I mean, like, I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of these guys be undercover brother lovers, you know? And it be the ones that like everybody love, gang. It be the motherfuckers who you at least expect, bro. Bro, and throughout my big gang, I done saw some crazy shit, gang. I'm busting hard as hell, y'all. This pill got me crying. Give me a second, shorty.
If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Now, the first thing I want to say is this right here, just so that we can get this clear. As y'all can see, the brother Fbg Butta has came out and said that Lil J has HIV/AIDS. Not only that, but Lil J is passing HIV/AIDS out to multiple women in the city of Chicago, right? Now, let's be 100, y'all. Do I have any evidence proving that this man has HIV and AIDS? No, I don't. I don't have no documentation. I don't have his STD chart and none of that type of stuff. All we have is Fbg Butta's word, right? However, we do have indicators, though. All right? We do have indicators. We do have proof that he has been engaging in risky behavior. We do have proof that he has engaged in homosexual activity. They had the transgender person on DJU who openly admitted to engaging in homosexual activity with Lil J. Not only that, we got all the videos from Chirac Rares and Chirac Humor. We have all the videos of him being in protective custody, surrounded by homosexuals, transgender women, men, whatever, hey, right? Surrounded by them, engaging in activity with them, fighting and stuff like that with them, just doing things that gangsters, gangbangers are not supposed to do with homosexuals, right? And just throughout my experience and doing time and stuff like that, I would have to say, if I was to bet, I would bet $1 million to a bucket of shit that Lil J is engaging in homosexual activity. And that engagement could lead to diseases. And let me explain to y'all why. In prison and in the county jails, at least in Minnesota, they do not provide you condoms to protect yourself. Yeah. They understand that there's going to be homosexual activity, sexual activity in the prisons and in the county jails, but they do not provide condoms. Why? Because they say that condoms would encourage the behavior of sexual activity, so they don't provide it. In my mind, I'm saying that, hey man, they gonna do it anyway. Protect some people. Give them they condoms and stuff like that, because y'all know they gonna do it anyway. There's no way around that. And being that I know that they don't provide protection, and he's having sexual intercourse with men, multiple men, there's a chance for him catching the disease. That's just like if you're doing it with women without protection. There's a chance of you catching the disease. But however, Fbg Butta saying that there's women out here with a story to tell that he has infected. Man. Cold-blooded demonstration. If that be the truth. Cold-blooded demonstration. Because here it is. We got to be 100, y'all. There is a lot of brothers that go to prison, they go to them county jails, and they start getting into this risky behavior of having sex with multiple men. And one day they are released back into society, back into the hood. And once they release, they're not finna tell everybody, hey, look, check this out. I was in there having a ball with all those guys in there. They not finna do that, because they still got their image, they still got their ego and stuff like that. They still want to be looked at as some type of tough guy and all that. They not gonna tell everybody what's going on. They not gonna tell people if they are sick and stuff like that. And a lot of the times when they infect people, those people don't want to tell because they are so embarrassed about what happened. Now, understand one thing. I'm not trying to shun people. I'm not trying to dog people who have unfortunately been infected, you know what I'm saying, with HIV, AIDS and stuff like that. I'm not trying to dog nobody. I'm not trying to put, these are people. These are human beings. I understand that. So I'm not trying to dog nobody. I'm not trying to shun nobody. I'm not trying to look down on nobody. I'm just telling this story. So please don't take it that way. Now, here it is, y'all. As long as I've been doing time, and unfortunately, I done did a lot of it. The stuff that Lil J is doing, yeah, he's gay. And some of y'all might say, he ain't gay, he got a baby, he ain't gay. Listen, if you engaging in that type of activity and you allowed a full-grown man to get you aroused, to get that thing standing up like this here, you gay. Because a man shouldn't be able to do that. That's for a woman to do. Now, if you gay, hey, that's your thing. If you transgender, hey, that's your thing. Hey, look, that's your life. You live your life how you want to. I'm not knocking y'all neither. Hey, that's your thing. But if you consider yourself to be heterosexual, and you letting a homosexual arouse you, then you are a homosexual. Period. Ain't no, I don't agree with that bi and all that. Look, I'm not with all that. It's either red or blue, white or black, right or wrong. It's with me. Now y'all can do all that, but with me, that's just how it is. Now, here it is. Y'all remember when Lil J got out, he put it on Tuka. I ain't gay. I ain't engaging in no homosexual activity. The HIV allegations was out. Then he like, no, I'm not, And then these videos start coming out. Multiple videos start coming out. He fighting with homosexuals and stuff like that. Let me tell y'all something. In the penitentiary, when you get to fighting with homosexuals, 9 times out of 10, that's a domestic. Y'all in a relationship. Otherwise, you have no business fighting with a homosexual. Matter of fact, homosexuals don't even want to fight unless they got to. And 9 times out of 10, anybody that done did some time, if a homosexual is fighting, it's a domestic dispute. That's exactly what it is. And this man fight them and all that, like the homosexual said, he got mad because I wouldn't come and see what he wanted. I'm talking about, look, listen to me when I tell y'all this. These guys be in prison having full-fledged relationships with other men. I'm talking about like a woman and a man, a real relationship. Fighting, arguing. You got men in there stealing other men from men. You got men in there cheating on me. Listen, my mind wasn't ready for that. I'm going to be 100 with y'all. My first time going to prison, my mind wasn't ready for that. When I went to the big prison, when I went to Stillwater, let me be 100 with y'all, right? Y'all walk with me. Let me tell y'all this story. I go inside the penitentiary. I'm in the cell block. It's like 250 people running around. I'm on the flag. The next thing I see a woman. This woman is not dressed in a correctional officer outfit, but this woman is walking like a woman, shorts on like a woman, booty, titties, hair like a woman. And I remember in my mind, I thought, what is this woman doing in here with us? And then when he turned around, I understood, that's not a woman. That's a man. But I wasn't ready for that. That blew my mind because I never been around a homosexual like that. I've been around men all my life that acted like men. I've been around women all my life that acted like women. I never been around a man that acted like a woman. And it blew my mind. I said, wow, this is crazy. And so you got to understand something. The mass majority of young brothers that go to the big penitentiary like I did, it blows their mind and they go after it. They go after it. Because here it is. I'm about to tell y'all something. A lot of y'all probably finna get mad at me. A lot of y'all right now, especially you young brothers and some of you classic brothers, you don't know you are homosexual until you get put in a position to be a homosexual. What you mean, hood educated? You got me twisted, bruh. I'm finna unsubscribe for your channel. I'm not listening to you no more. You done pushed it. Hold on. Let me explain it to y'all. A lot of men have never been denied pussy. Yes. A lot of men have never been denied being around the attributes of a woman. A lot of men have never been denied the touch, the sound, the smell of a woman until they go to the penitentiary. This is something that is being neglected. A man needs a woman. You hear me? A man needs a woman. And so when these men go to prison, there's no women around, and you got this man walking around with long, pretty hair, makeup, booty, titties, soft voice, walking like a woman, cooking like a woman, acting like a woman. Oh, that's a woman to them. This is what they've been looking for. This is what they've been needing. And then they come to realize, I might got a little sugar in my tank. I might be gay, man. I ain't even know that, bro. All this time I've been in the hood, gang banging, killing people and all that. Man, now I start to think about it, man. I'm just being 100 with y'all. That's how it happens. It happens that way, and another way it happens is the homosexuals, they will groom you. What you mean, hood educated? Let me break it down to y'all. I remember just watching homosexuals work, and they will find a brother that's in the penitentiary that is less fortunate. He ain't got no shoes, he ain't got no hygiene, he ain't cooking no food, he poor. And so what the homosexual get to doing is the homosexual get to taking care of the boy. Buying them shoes, buying them food, hygiene products, clothes, cooking for him, ironing his clothes, braiding his hair, taking care of him. And then before he know it, he in a full-fledged relationship. You see what I'm saying? That's what they do. All that raping and stuff like that ain't no, look, I don't know about in other states, but in the state of Minnesota, I ain't never witnessed no rape or none of that type of stuff. Everybody that's engaging in homosexual activity are willing participants. And they risking their lives. And when they leave the penitentiary, they are risking the lives of the women that they engage in sexual activities with. I say all that to say this right here, y'all. If you dealing with a man that did some time in the penitentiary, I would make a suggestion that before you engage in unprotected sex with this person, y'all should go get tested. And if you don't want to do that, at least check his background. You got cousins in the joint, you got some peoples in the joint. Tell somebody to call you, get on JPay, hit him up, get on Core Links, hit him up or something, and say, hey, what's up with this guy right here? Like, what was he doing up in there? And they should give you a favorable reply and say, hey, look, no, dude was running around here with these boys and dude was doing this, he was doing that. Because one thing you got to understand is this right here. If your name is associated with any homosexuals and stuff like that, then you was engaging in that activity. Real stumped down gangsters, criminals, they don't engage in none of that. None of that. Their name would never be attached to none of that because they understand they got too much pride, too much ego. And not only that, they just not with it, period. But for those that engage in that, it's gonna get out. It's gonna get out. And people in the penitentiary is going to know. That's why when dude and them with Bloodbath and all them is coming out with these accusations about Lil J, hey man, come on. I done did time before. That's how it happened. Once you start doing that in the penitentiary, they gonna put you out there. So I would advise you women, hey, call somebody. If you can't call nobody, Go on and get tested. Hey, look, come on, baby. I like you. You know, you're handsome or whatever. I don't know what you did up in there. But before we start having unprotected sex, let's go get ourselves tested. I'm going to get tested and you get tested too, just so that we can protect ourselves. You can protect yourself from me. I can protect myself from you. Because, look, it's not worth risking your life. And I don't care how big and bad this man is, how big and bad you done heard the stories about this man. A lot of the times, I'm talking about, listen to me when I tell y'all this, a lot of the brothers that engage in homosexual activity in the joint, don't be no cowards. These dudes will beat you up, stab you, spit on you, scratch you, slap you, kill you. These dudes be real gangsters. But they just found out that they was homosexuals when they got in the joint. These dudes get out, kill you, all that. But they just weak when they get in the joint. They just turn soft and they got to have a man. They got to have some type of femininity around them. I'm going to tell y'all one more story, right? And then I'm going to close this demonstration. One of the brothers, he wasn't a vice lord, but he was one of the brothers up under the 5. My road dog. I'm talking about, man, we was like this here. The whole time, I'm not knowing that he is a homosexual. I'm not knowing that he's engaged in homosexual activity. This was, we going back to back, told knives, everything. He's a gangster. When it started coming out, the words started coming out, and it reached me. So I started asking the people that know. I said, hey, man, y'all been hearing this about this brother? And everybody looking at me like, hood educated, man, we thought you knew. I'm like, hell no, I didn't know. But everybody knew except me. Why? Because I don't expect this from my homeboy. I don't expect this from him. I expect him to be straight up and down, just like I am. So once I get to finding out, I start doing my homework. I get myself and one of the brothers, we go to the homosexual because we know we can't go to the brother. He ain't going to be honest with us because he know that's a violation. So we go to the homosexual. I ask the homosexual, I say, listen. I say, I need to ask you a serious question and I need you to be honest with me. And the homosexual was like, okay, what's up, hood educated? I say, listen, is you dealing with this brother? What you mean? Are you engaging in any type of homosexual activity, sexual activity with this brother? The homosexual said, no, I am not. I said, okay, now listen. If we come to find out later on down the line that you are engaging in sexual activity with this brother, one of our brothers, we gonna violate him. But we gonna put a hit on you. Understand something. Even though this is a homosexual, I'm talking to a full-grown man. Homosexual stood up. Y'all ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing to me. I said, okay. And me and the brother walked away because I already laid it down. We standing on this. We standing on it. Okay, all right. And I walked away. About 3 hours later, hey, hood educated. I hear somebody yelling up to my cell. I come to my boss. I look down there. It's the homosexual. I want to holler at you. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking that it's finna go down. This a full-grown man at the end of the day. He calling me down there because he ready to get him up. I grabbed my knife. I had a string around. I used to put it around my wrist because when you stabbing somebody in the joint, a lot of the times your knife can slip out your hand, or if somebody's stronger than you, they can take your knife from you and start stabbing you with it. So I used to put a string around my hand and wrap it so that my knife couldn't leave my hand. Even if I got knocked out or whatever, my knife gonna be stuck on me. It's gonna take you some time to get it up off me. So I wrap my knife up, boom, I got it. I go downstairs. Now, as soon as I go down there and walk up on him, my posture is not of peace. My posture is, come on in, let's get it on. And the homosexual was like, come on, chill out. I'm not on that, sit down. And so we sat down. And the homosexual kept it real. He say, listen, I came here to do my time. I didn't come here to get stabbed or to get killed because of, somebody like me. But yeah, we've been doing this, that, and the other. And he gonna be up there at this time tomorrow. So y'all can catch him if y'all want to. I ain't want to see that. I said, is there anything else that you got? Because I'm not trying to walk up on y'all doing what y'all doing. And the homosexual said, I got letters. We be writing each other letters, love letters. All right, go get the letters. Homosexual brought me the letters. Bet. I'm like, cool. I'm like, keep this between us. Don't say nothing. Bet. Go to my cell. I get to thinking. Damn, I got these letters. I can't just say these is this brother writing and this is what this brother said or nothing like that. So I had to use some tricknology. I go to the brother. This is my main man. I go to the brother. I say, listen, I just hit a lick, bro. I'm going to hit you up with like $40 worth of canteen. Write a list out. Let me know what you want. Hygiene products, whatever. Just write it out. He wrote it out. Once he wrote it out, I got my evidence. The handwriting match. Got him. Broke my heart, though. Because here it is. I'm talking about, man, I would have, man, this was the brother. But these are the things that happen when you in the penitentiary and you doing time. This was the brother. But he wasn't a vice lord, but he was up under the 5. So I couldn't bring him up on charges. The vice lords couldn't violate him. So I had to take it to the brothers who was up under the 5 and give them all the information and tell them everything that the homosexual told me. And then I cut him off. They violated him, casted him. Now you can go be with the homosexual because you can't embarrass us. You can't be riding this 5 and then doing demonstrating like that. We ain't going for it. But these are the things that happen. This guy that I'm telling y'all about, man, in a million years, I wouldn't have never thought that he was a homosexual because he was a fighter. He was a gangster. He was a good brother. But it's just rules and regulations that we live by. And he was violating them rules and regulations. So, to all you young brothers, and some of you classic brothers, if you don't want to find out if you are a homosexual or not, if you don't want to find out, stop committing crime, stop gangbanging, stop putting yourself in a position where you will find out. Because like I always say, a lot of brothers say, I ain't no snitch, I ain't gonna snitch on nobody until they face with them football numbers. Until the prosecutor telling them, hey, look, I'm going to give you life in the penitentiary. Then all of a sudden they start to think, you know what? I can't do life. I could tell on a little bit. The stuff y'all talking about, yeah, we did. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, if you don't want to find out, and if you just want to be around women, and I'm talking about, man, and just take care of your business how you supposed to, be righteous, be peaceful, and stay out the way. This hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Now, before I depart, allow me to give a shout out to some of the blessings that I received this week. Allow me to give a shout out to Karen Long for the $7 Cash App. Thank you. Lloyd Diggs for the $5 Cash App. Thank you. Emmanuel Matthews for the $50 Cash App. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Freddie Williams for the $10 Cash App. Thank you. Premium Stock for the $20 Cash App. Thank you. Fritz Farrell for the $4 Super Thanks. Thank you. Donnell Hudson for the $2 Super Thanks. Thank you. And last but not least, Mark McGill for the $5 Super Thanks. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love. And y'all take care of yourself out there.